Hey, welcome back. We got more Age of Empires here. It's me as the French versus my opponent Lorien21 as the English. We're here on Highview. This map's got tons of stealth forests, and I like to play as the French on this map because it's easy to have your Royal Knights kind of come in and out of those stealth forests and really confuse your opponent and come at them from different angles. It just makes me feel like you can really leverage Royal Knights in a good way. Also, it's easy to do professional scouts and collect these deer hunts, mostly because your scouts are going to be in stealth forest. So while they're really slow hauling the deer carcasses back, they'll be hidden for the most part. And if they see someone, because they're the ones who have good vision in the stealth forests, then they can just drop their carcasses and make a run for it pretty easily. So I'm really hoping that this French strategy will pay off here on Highview. My opponent Lorien is in the silver rank, I believe. So this is a ranked match, and I technically have the advantage here as the gold player. But we're going to see how it goes. English on this map can be very good if they sort of put down a big network of towers kind of through the center, because then they have vision over all those stealth forests, and it's really hard to surprise them. It's hard to send forces that'll catch them off guard. So really I'm trying to strike before the towers, all those outposts, get built up. And my plan of attack here is we're going to age up, get like 2 or 3 royal knights, then maybe make a horseman or 2. We'll use those to harass, and at the same time we'll make a few scouts from our school of cavalry as well. And once we've built up a good amount of scouts, we'll finish out our professional scouts upgrade. We'll grab up these deer hunts, and then with the combination of all that food coming in and the harassment that I'm doing, I'm hoping that all of that food and gold that I'm gathering up, I can make it to the Castle Age and then hit them with a really strong Castle Age push. Probably lots of archers, some arbaletiers, a lot of cavalry in the form of Royal Knights and horsemen. Here comes my first Royal Knight out. I decide to wait for the second one because I really like that charge attack. If you have 2 knights charging down a villager, then they'll kill it, as long as they don't have that textiles upgrade. But now we're going to begin our harassment. I've identified a gold mining spot going on in the back of his base, so I'm going to position my scout over here, and I'm going to send my Royal Knights forward. And we'll probably group in this horseman as well. As you can see, we've got professional scouts being researched. Scouts are going to deal a lot more damage against wild animals, and they can carry deer carcasses. We're going in for our first charge, and it's successful. That's 1 dead villager. It's insane how much damage these Royal Knights do. And now they're riding off to their next victim. And I like this. I'm going to have my horseman attack this villager and have his spearman deal with screening my Royal Knights. And you can see that's 2 kills right there. 3 actually, because we got 1 here, 2 here, 3. I really want this weak villager. I'm questioning sending in the damaged Royal Knight. Oh, but he wisely pulls him away. So that villager's safe for now. Well, professional scouts just finished, and we've built up a decent number of scouts on the back end of all that. We can produce scouts crazy quickly. So I'm gathering up all of my scouts. I'm going to send even this one who was scouting him back. We're going to get our first collection of deer. We're also going to research survival techniques. That way we can gather up the meat from these deer very quickly. We're going to haul those back. Of course, once this scout comes through. There we go. And now we're hauling it away. So the villagers are going to be able to gather from this deer very quickly. Yeah, survival techniques is done. We're dropping it off right next to the town center. And now we're going to go in with another Royal Knight attack. Oh, there's a villager. That's 4 villagers down. Oh, that's looking like 5 to me. This is huge. This kind of harassment. I mean, you don't get this every time as a French player. Oh, we lose the Royal Knight, but that's okay. That was so many villagers. And now that we've gotten the chivalry upgrade, when these knights are out of combat, they're going to very slowly heal up their health. So you'll see as they just kind of ride around, you're going to see them start to regain, their health. Don't know why this guy's not patching himself up. Okay, there he goes. Must have been a late arrow that hit him. Gotten a bit too much gold on the back of all this. I have about 7 villagers mining gold. I think that was a little too much. Need to start rallying villagers towards food more. Although with the excess gold, we can grab some of these cheap economic upgrades like wheelbarrow or maybe double broadaxe. Let's see what I do with my gold here as I continue my harassment. That's 6 villagers. He's wisely putting an outpost down, but maybe should have gone for this villager, but yeah, we're gonna double back. Go for it now. Oh, don't run. Oh, there comes the army. Longbowmen and spearmen. Not too surprising there. He's making a lot of longbowmen. I mean, I've been just harassing him with cavalry. I'm kind of surprised that he has this much. We're gonna chase his scout out. I'm starting to transition over to archers. We've made 2 archery ranges, so we're gonna be spamming out archers. And my scouts have actually already come back with another hunt. We grabbed up 5 deer over here, and now we're going to likely send them. Let's see. Oh, chasing down that scout. Good. Probably gonna send them. Yeah, I think I wanted to be aggressive with them. I think I'm gonna go for this hunt down here. I think it's important to go for hunts on your opponent's side, especially if you can combine it with harassment, because that'll distract your opponent. Trying to stay on top of my housing. That's good. And we've also gotten a blacksmith down. That'll be useful for siege engineering and iron undermesh, because I've noticed lots of longbowmen. We really need to defend against that. So this is what I'm using my excess gold for. I got wheelbarrow. I'm getting the double broadaxe. And if I need to, I can spend gold at this blacksmith as well. Probably grab that up since we're still not quite at the amount of food we need to go to the castle age. So we're gonna need 1,200 food, 600 gold. We've got the gold. We can honestly keep getting some of these gold intensive upgrades in the meantime. Now my opponent is definitely at a disadvantage right now. We've killed off maybe 6 villagers. That's a huge discrepancy. That's enormous. And now we're coming in with more harassment. I'm gonna split up my forces. Let's see how good his micro is. Encounter a large group of forces at the front, so we're gonna kind of bring those units around. Oh, and we're seeing oh, he's doing good screening with his spearmen, and he's got an outpost down as well, but we're just gonna keep juking, see if we can't find a way through. Coming around, looking for any exposed villagers, but they're all looking pretty guarded. Oh, we spot one over here. Yep. All right, that's like 7 villagers right there. It's insane how easily you can just charge in. The French seem so good against the English, especially since the English just have all these farms on the outskirts of their base. I think that's 7 or 8 villagers. I'm starting to lose count now. Yeah, getting another one right there. And we're out. We grabbed the hunt on the back of all of that. So hopefully we can just, yep, his units back off, and now we can age up. With our excess wood, we're gonna make kind of a L shape of military production buildings, mostly stables and archery ranges. Would have liked to see me maybe get a barracks down. It'd be nice to have some man-at-arms mixed in with my army. But we're making them in an L shape because we're gonna have our villagers who are building the guild hall. We're gonna have them construct it and then start gathering stone. Once we gather up our 800 stone, we'll drop a keep right here, and that's going to make all of these production buildings produce cheaper units, so it'll be at a slight discount. I'll try to highlight that. And it'll be a good defensive forward position. It'll probably secure these berries, it'll secure part of this wood line. It'll just provide a little bit of extra security at my base. Not sure if this game I even switched my guild hall over to gold. I can't even remember. It might just get stuck on food, which is okay. I mean, the extra food would be well appreciated. Oh, no, I instantly switch it to generate gold. Okay, good. We've dropped off more deer carcasses. We're ready to keep going for this last hunt, although there's still scraps of hunts around the map, so if we need to, we can always go and finish those off. Nice, we're continuing to get upgrades. We automatically got the melee damage upgrade, so French get that melee damage upgrade for free. And now we're trying to eliminate his scouts whenever we see them. I'm probably going to double back a scout. Yeah, we don't like that he knows where my scouts are going. In fact, I suspect that this hunt is going to be denied because he saw my scouts moving out. In fact, yes, there are his forces. We probably need to back away. My scouts are happily just shooting down deer, and then, oh, no, we have to go. Time to go. He seems to have an idea of what we're doing, so we'll probably send these scouts elsewhere, probably to these kind of scrap hunts that are left behind. We're getting upgrade to veteran. We definitely want these veteran archers because we're making a lot of them. The veterancy upgrade will give them more health and better attack. And you can also see that we're continuing to get our upgrades. Trying to get up to that 800 stone. And in the meantime, we're mostly producing archers and royal knights. Let's see what this veterancy upgrade does. Yeah, 10 more hit points and 1 extra damage. It's worth it, it adds up. It's a lot of archers. We're gonna start to mix in other Castle Age units, so now we're starting to get Arbaletiers. Not sure if they're particularly helpful, but I'm worried my opponent's gonna hit Castle Age soon and then send out a bunch of man-at-arms. But really now is our time to put pressure on my opponent. We're gonna get this keep down, and it's gonna double in that it'll allow me to produce cheap armies and defend. So if I lose my army, that's okay. So now I'm getting really hyped up to do an attack. Also, with some excess wood, we've put down a monastery. Hopefully we'll grab some gold and then start picking relics up off the map. That's something you want to do when you have this Castle Age advantage. And I think we are ready to attack. Once this keep goes up, that'll probably be my timing. And yeah, there's a barracks. That's what I like to see. Really want to mix in some man-at-arms and spearmen to really complete the army. And yeah, now we're looking like we're going to move out. Our deer hunts are starting to run out. I'll need to send some of these villagers over to these berries or another food source, or we can start farming. I mean, we'll probably build up a decent chunk of... oh yeah, we've also got these berries out front. We'll probably build up a decent chunk of wood. We can use that wood to transition. And I'm going to send this small horseman and scout group to the backside of his base, because while this fight's going on up front, I'm hoping we can maybe find some kills on the back end. Monk is grabbing up relics. I'm keeping up with my villager production. And we're floating a lot of food and gold, so we really need to keep producing units right now. We find his army, huge amount of spearmen and longbowmen. We just need to keep the horsemen away from the spearmen, let the archers deal with them, and we've killed the spearmen. Now his army is completely exposed to my cavalry. He has to back up. That was his landmark that would have taken him to the Castle Age. So he's going to build it a little further back, a little more defensively. We're charging in with our cavalry. He doesn't really have much to stop it, although here comes some spearmen from him. The longbowmen continue to fire, and the villagers are rushing over to finish out the white tower. Now he's really exposed here because he's used a lot of resources to build this white tower. He's dropped 1,200 food and 600 gold into this tower, and he could be using that food to produce units. We're going to back off really momentarily and start building out this battering ram, but I am floating so much food. I should really just start spamming out units, and hopefully I just start mashing the button. Okay, yeah, now we're spending a little bit. Hopefully we get some archers coming out as well. On the back end, we're using our horsemen to burn down houses. The ram is finished, and we're going to start sending it in. It should be doing bonus damage to this white tower because it's still under construction. And we'll grab the sacred site on the back end as well. We're mostly producing cavalry. I really need to keep producing archers. Whenever I see the large archer ball, I'm going to send my royal knights forward to try and take it out. The spearmen are only somewhat effective against these royal knights. We've gotten a lot of upgrades. He has gotten a decent amount of upgrades as well. The white tower is still going up. I cannot kill all these villagers quick enough, and it's gonna finish. I need to decide what to do once it finishes. I need to decide whether to push the issue and keep going at it, because you can see now that the arrows are being fired out of the white tower, it's painful. This thing deals a lot of damage. But I am receiving reinforcements, and I've got plenty of units in the queue. Okay, I've finally used up all of my food producing units. That's good. We're gonna hop some units into the battering ram just in the hopes that the white tower doesn't completely murder them. He takes his villagers out, but right as my cavalry arrives, and then we can just zip all of our archers out of the tower, and now we're just gunning everything down. I think that's it for my opponent. Quick game. I like the French on high view, and I like my my macro and micro this game. Didn't slouch, had plenty of units, and we did lots of damage early on with those royal knights. So really happy with how this game went. This might be just the move for high view. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.